just going to do a quick Q&A to find out some more about her background of cake. So, Chell, how did you first get into baking?
Oh, how did I first get into baking? I've actually been baking for years, like years and years. I would say for as long as I can remember. I've just always had a passion for food, sweet, savoury, and yeah, just always liked baking from an early age.
Interesting. What's your favourite thing to bake?
Oh, my favourite thing to bake? Do you know what? My favourite thing to bake is apple crumble, because it's very, very simple but effective. Like, it's delicious.
I'll have to try it one day.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, definitely. I definitely would say try it with double cream. I know it's a bit hit and miss with some people. They like either custard or ice cream, but double cream and apple crumble is a winner.
Nice. Now you're talking.
No, I'm talking, yeah, definitely.
And so where did your brand name come from?
Do you know what? The brand name. Everyone always asks me this, and I'm like, where did it come from? So, like, one of my friends called me, like, ChellBells once, and then for some strange reason, it just kind of, like, stuck. And when I first started Instagram, I was like, what do I call this? Like, and then I was just like, maybe ChellBells. And then it kind of just has stayed from there. And now it's still ChellBells, and I feel like it's just always going to be ChellBells. I feel like I can't change it. It's kind of like stuck and stayed, and yeah.
I think it's a good brand name.
Do you think it's a good brand name?
It's good.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
What would you say your favourite LissieLou product is?
Oh, favourite LissieLou product? That's a hard one actually, because I have like quite a few. I would definitely say the one that I use the most, which is probably my favourite one, is the Tall Style Zero one.
Metal scraper?
Metal scraper. Always metal scraper. I prefer them, because like they're nice and thin, and when you are trying to get a really smooth finish on your cake, you can like heat them up and get a really sharp, smooth finish. If that makes sense.
Nice. Yeah. You get lots of sharp, smooth finishes on your Instagram feed. You're constantly posting reels.
Yes, I am.
How did you really kind of like master Instagram? What were your techniques to like help you on Instagram to grow from the start?
I definitely would say that I have not mastered Instagram, so that's kind that you said that. However, I would say the only thing, like, I haven't intentionally done anything to get where I've got now. It's just been quite natural. So I've just done things that I've enjoyed doing, I like doing, and I just feel like I don't know what it is about why it's gone the way it's gone, I'm not too sure, but I just do what I like to do, and yeah, can't really give any tips. I just stick to it. I just stick to what I like, what I know, and I try not to be something that I'm not, and I just try to stay true to what I like, and yeah, where I want to go with my business, basically.
Nice. And do you have any tips for any bakers who are starting out?
Know your worth. Never sell yourself short. And I feel like with like a lot of bakers, when they first start off, they underprice their time and they don't value their skill enough to charge for what they should charge. And I do find that a lot of bakers make this mistake, including myself. Like in the beginning, like I definitely was at a loss majority of the time, I'd say for the first year, because I didn't know how to price my cakes up. I didn't know my worth, basically. And I think any tip to any baker starting out is to don't be scared to charge what they should charge for their cake, because you've got to make a living at the end of the day. And yeah.
Nice. I've heard you are going to be a LissieLou teacher at their new cake school.
Where did you hear that from?
Just a little birdie around. Talk me through some of the classes you're going to be teaching.
Well, I'm going to be doing like 3 classes. So, when I was approached to teach, or to ask to teach, I was thinking, what could I teach that everyone could do and maybe apply in their normal day life, or even to sell if they were a cake maker. So I decided to do 3 types of cake classes. So there's a 2-tier one, which you'll learn how to bake like lots of treats for your cake. So they include like macarons, donuts, meringues. You'll get to work with like my signature ChellBells buttercream. And cover all your cakes in ganache. You'll learn like lots of tips and tricks on how to achieve like smooth finishes and sharp edges, and just basically like how to place certain things and where decorations would go that would flow in the eye, etc. Like kind of like that sort of stuff. The second class is my Candyland class, where you'll learn how to pretty much do the same basics like leveling, stacking, and then I will teach you how to make cake ice creams and donuts and to dress your cake.
This is definitely the one I'm coming on.
That one, the Candyland one. Yeah, that's a fun one. Yeah. And you get to use lots of sprinkles as well.
Yeah, that's my favourite.
Lots of sprinkles, and like LissieLou do amazing sprinkles. So yeah, definitely use some of those. And then the final class is my Lambeth course. So that one's like super fun because you can literally have fun with it. Like there is no right or wrong way on how to pipe onto the cake. It's how you want it to look. So you would have your own set of piping tips, and you would just go with the flow. So you can choose whatever colour you want for it, and you can choose where you want to position it. It's just about having fun. But then obviously I'll teach you how to use the piping tips and how to move with them to create different like waves and textures and stuff.
Nice. And so, yeah, where do you see the future?
The future for ChellBells Cakes, that is a good question. At the moment, I haven't planned too far in advance for ChellBells Cakes. I do feel like, for me, I'm still not sure in which direction I want to go. However, I would say I am loving doing what I'm doing right now, and at the moment, I am happy to just go with the flow and see where this year or next year will take me. But at the moment, I am looking forward to teaching, and hopefully that could be something that I will probably stick with in the future if I enjoy it. However, I don't know if I could give up my customers, so like give up custom-based cakes. I'm not too sure yet, I haven't decided. Because I actually really like the relationships that I've formed with my customers. And to be a part of like their big occasions every year is just it's quite nice. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Who knows?
And in your career of baking so far, has there been some like key learnings you've taken away from things? Anything you would change? Anything you'd do differently?
In terms of baking or in terms of business?
Both. Either.
No. And the reason why I say no is because I feel like I wouldn't be where I am today if I changed anything. And I feel like if something's gone wrong, it's always a lesson to be learned. And I do feel like I don't think there is anything that I would change. Like in the beginning, when I first started off, so I started off with like doing fondant work, and I did that for a while, and I remember having like massive meltdowns, like I hate this, this is not me, like why am I doing this, that's it, I'm not doing cake anymore, I'm done. And then I was like, why am I doing this to myself, like why am I spending all these hours doing something that I absolutely hate, like when I can make the decision to change what I'm doing for the better for me. And it's just like having basically the confidence to do that. So yeah, that's like one of the things that I hated, but then I changed it. So like now looking back, I wouldn't change it because it made me realise what I loved and what I didn't love. So yeah. Nice.
And I've got super exciting news coming up for you. I heard you're launching your own kind of new product, isn't it? So, do you want to just tell people about that?
My clothing wear. Yeah, that's correct. You heard right. I am launching my own clothing wear where I have designed an apron, oven gloves, tea towels, and t-shirts and jumpers.
Coming soon.
Coming very, very soon. So I'm super excited about that. It's very fun, bright, and definitely a ChellBells inspired homeware collection, I would definitely say.
Summarises you, I think.
Pretty much does, I reckon, yeah. Definitely does, yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming today.
You are totally welcome.